Today, I'm gonna be testing out 50 footballing myths, and I'm gonna be showing you my favorite ones.
From filling a ball with helium and even with water, as well as many other football conspiracies from across the entire world. Have the major corporations been misleading us?
We're gonna be finding out if they're real or fake.
But before we get into the video, of course, here are the FC points. First up, we will be testing a football not filled with air, but filled with water. Putting water in a football supposedly makes it move in strange ways. It becomes significantly heavier, slower, and harder to kick. And when bouncing, a water ball does this. While there's no rule from FIFA banning water-filled balls in official matches, I want to see if it makes you better at football.
Have you seen how much the ball is moving?
And better at skills.
This is really hard. It's like hitting a brick. Take one, my first kick with it. Let's see what happens. Oh!
The first shot almost broke my foot.
If I get this off the ground, I'm gonna be impressed.
And I couldn't really get it off the ground. So I recruited the best free kick taker in the world to see if he could figure it out. And he had the exact same problem.
Jesus.
But then Cam noticed something. The harder you hit it, the weirder the ball starts to behave.
That is a ball filled with water. What are you doing?
It's almost like the weight is shifting mid-air.
Does that count?
So we started perfecting the technique. Until finally, Cam connects just right and smashes it top bins.
Oh my days, oh my days.
Mate,
Cam,
tell me this is
Cam?
not a good myth.
Cam, shake my hand. That is outrageous.
That was lovely.
Water ball, 100%. That is not a myth. That is real.
You put water into a ball, it completely changes everything. Now moving on to our next myth. Putting helium in a football supposedly makes playing football much easier. The ball becomes significantly lighter. And after doing a bounce test,
I think that was about the same. I don't think it made that much of a difference.
so I filled some balls with helium
That is rock solid.
and others with air to see if the kicks were different. After spending 10 minutes with the regular ball, I wasn't sure how much better a football could get.
Oh my days, back to back. Normal ball is pretty solid. Let's see if the helium ball makes a difference.
But even with just my first shot, this thing felt different.
The amount of helium in this ball, I'm expecting this to go so far over. Let's see.
The only way I can describe shooting with this ball is like a balloon. Or maybe I'm just bad.
I'm so torn if it's just bad technique or the helium is genuinely making it have a bit more height.
But when it was Cam's turn, he had no issues.
No, I'm just saying, that was all technique.
And in the next shot,
Was that because of the helium?
Oh, no, it can't
No.
be. It can't be.
Cam, we have just hit back-to-back bangers with the normal ball and the helium ball. For me, this myth is busted.
it was simply too hard to tell the difference between air and helium. Let me know in the comments what you think. Next up, we have one of the most controversial football myths,
Here we have what is known as the most perfect ball ever.
which Nike released in 2020, claiming that it had 30% truer flight, which basically means it flies a lot straighter. So I also had to
A
get
JABULANI, which is known as one of the balls that moves the most. So we're going to be putting them head to head and see if they really make a difference. I have a little feeling there's going to be a big difference. 5 shots with each. Let's go. First up, we have the JABULANI.
which is the knuckleball king. It did not take me long to start getting movement on the ball.
Nah, I'm not getting in the way of that.
This JABULANI is way too fun.
I'm actually sorry to any goalkeeper.
Look at some of the free kicks I was hitting. I felt like prime Marcus Rashford.
That moved,
That
right?
is moving.
That is
all
ridiculous.
Over the shot.
Cam stood no chance in goal.
That was going that way and that's come back at me.
The movement on this ball is ridiculous. I hope it shows up on camera.
And of course, with great knuckleball comes zero accuracy. Inevitably, we started to miss.
My last shot with this ball, I'm just going to go straight down the middle so you can see how much this is moving. I'm sure that was going down the middle.
It was, it's just gone like this.
Next up, we have the perfect ball. This should fly true and straight. So hopefully this is going top corner.
And even with my first shot, this ball felt different.
Not quite top corner, but definitely went true and straight. Just for comparison, I'm going to hit this one dead down the middle. Let's see if it moves.
This ball felt like a real life aimbot.
That was as straight as it gets.
And even though it wasn't 100% perfect, it felt so easy to place it where I wanted to.
Literally as true as it gets. This myth is 100% true.
The JABULANI flies everywhere, but the flight ball flies straight. For our next myth, we will be putting the world's curviest ball to the test. This is a regular football, and this is what happens when you use the world's curviest ball. The trick is in these specially designed panels that cause the ball to swerve. and I want to put it to the test to see if it's harder to save than a regular ball.
We've got Lucas, the goalkeeper here, and we've got the curveball. Let's put it to the test. I have no idea what's gonna happen. This is the first shot with the curveball. Let's see where it goes. Oh my day. That ball is ridiculously light. Tone it down a little, top corner.
This ball literally gives you 99 swaz or 99 power.
That is ridiculous.
And I barely had to whip it to get the ball to spin.
The curl is mad.
But because the ball moves so slowly, it made it easy to save. Now time to test the keeper with a proper ball.
It's a good effort, it's a good effort.
And I wanted to make the test fair, so I was trying my best to score. The keeper was having a hard time saving some of these shots. The ball was just too quick.
Lucas, which one was hardest to save? The normal ball or the curve one?
Probably the real football.
The real football, you think, yeah?
Curve ball goes like slow.
Yeah, so the curve ball was going slow, so the normal football was harder because it's much more powerful. Myth busted.
Our next myth, we'll be finding out what is the best way to take a penalty. There's been a rise in placement penalties over the years. Most recently, Bruno Fernandes, who always waits for the keeper to move before placing the ball precisely into the corner. Or is the best way to take a penalty to smash it with 100% power and minimal accuracy?
From a goalkeeper perspective, which ones are harder to save? Just pure power, no accuracy, or placement?
Placement in that top thing, it's quite safe.
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna do 5 placement, 5 power, whichever one I score more, good luck.
Come on.
How many do you think you're saving?
5.
5 out of 10. 5 power shots, let's see how many he saves.
When it comes to power penalties, it's all about sheer force. When you connect just right, there's almost nothing a keeper can do.
Through the gloves.
The goal is to hit the ball so hard the keeper doesn't have time to react.
Look, when you go in all power, you're also sacrificing accuracy.
They are very high risk and high reward.
Oh my days, crossbar.
Power penalties look impressive, but they're a gamble.
It was a save. What a save. Scored 2, missed 3. Now we go for placement.
Precision penalties are all about control and accuracy.
Oh, the placement is there. Is there any chance you're saving that?
Probably not, no.
When you aim for the corners, it becomes nearly impossible for the keeper to save.
These are so light, but the placement is just, I think you kind of have to guess where I go early doors.
Even if they dive the right way, if it's placed well, they're not saving. The beauty of precision penalties is that you don't need any power, just the right accuracy.
Fingertips.
But of course, if it's not in the corner, you're in trouble.
Oh, good hands. Lucas, the power penalties, not so good, but the placement penalties, I'm genuinely surprised by this. I thought the power was going to win all day. Which ones were harder to save for you? Really? You just, not a chance you would jump into them. Alright, there you have it. Myth busted. Cheers, Lucas. There is a myth in football that if I kick a normal ball, I'll have my usual power. If I then proceed to kick a heavier ball at least 5 times, when I go back to the normal ball, I'll be able to shoot it harder. Let's put this to the test. Alright, that was the first kick. Pretty solid. Now let's kick this one 5 times and see what happens. Oh! That really hurt, but now it's time to kick the normal ball and see if I can hit it any harder. Oh my days, it worked. This is not a myth, this actually works. You saw in that video, I hit both of them as hard as I could and it made a big difference. Myth, real. Now I appreciate that these aren't the most comprehensive, analytical, data-driven tests ever. However, we are getting a good idea and I'm having fun doing it. So this next one, apparently the myth is, if I use this mini ball for dribbling, touch, and that sort of stuff, it will mean I'm better with this. So I'm gonna dribble through the cone, we're gonna see what time I get, I'm gonna use this ball a little bit, and I'm gonna go back to this ball, and we're gonna see if I did it any quicker or better. Let's go. Alright, pretty solid. Not the quickest, no mistakes though. We take it. Let's play with the mini ball for a little bit and see if I'm quicker. To start with, we're going to try and just do some kick-ups. Get the touches in. Get used to the smaller ball. And we'll see if this actually makes a difference. So, close. Pretty solid to be fair. So, we've played about with the mini ball. Now let's use the big ball and see if it actually made a difference. As you can tell, a slight difference. Nothing crazy, but I do think it helped a little bit. Phil Foden, for example, always used a mini ball and everyone knows how good his ball control is. So maybe there is some truth to this. I noticed it a little bit, but nothing too crazy for me to say myth confirmed. I'm gonna say myth unsure. Does pressure make you better or worse at penalties? So I've got £100 here. We've got 4 penalty takers right here. We're gonna do a normal round. Whoever wins gets nothing. No pressure. Do whatever penalties you like. Then we're gonna do it for £100. Whoever wins gets to keep the money, okay? All right, we got Lucas in goal here as well. Great goalkeeper. If we get to the final 2 and you save them or they miss, you win the money. You think you're gonna win? Yeah. All right, good luck, bro. First round, no pressure, no money, no walking along, nothing like that. Just take the penalties. We see who wins. No pressure, smack it bins, easy as you like. When there's no pressure, it's just too easy. Oh, just straight into it. That's what happens when there's no pressure. Just smack it bins, I guess. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. So, with 0 pressure, we've had 3 out of the 4 go in. So, easy start. Now we go into the pressure. Let's go. All right, to make this even more pressurized, we're gonna make them do the walk as well in front of the whole team. Are you feeling nervous? He's feeling it. Whatever you do not miss. I'm not even kidding. This pressure, it actually makes a difference. 100% it makes a difference. I'm gonna get the crowd in the background as well. Like get them, ooh, really get into it. Be honest, did that make it worse?
Yeah, a lot worse.
It's alright, mate. Unlucky. So we are down to the final 2, money on the line, but if you both miss, the keeper gets it. You're first, yeah? Do not miss. Whatever you do not miss the goal. It has to go in. It has to be a goal. It's not a bad penalty. It's a great save though. He wants that win. Arthur, you score this penalty, you get this money. I'm going to give you the money so you can feel it, so you know. Lots of pressure. I'm going to take this back. Just do not miss. Do not miss, Arthur. Score the goal. Get it in the goal. In the goal. Pressure makes a difference. Let's come here, my friend. Come on! Lucas, enjoy the money. Pressure does make a difference. Do you think the pressure will make a difference? There we go. Enjoy the money. Alright, Cam. There we have it. Football myths done and dusted. Real or fake? What are we saying?
I think they're fake. The only one that holds truth, JABULANI. It's got to be.
JABULANI. Very true. For me, some real, some fake, some 50-50. Who knows? Let me know what you think in the comments. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.